Our mandala drawing time lapse today is all about loose change. You don't see as much loose change as you used to with all of the electronic transactions going on these days, but if you want to play along, try to see what the value of the loose change in my mandala is. I know not everyone understands the value of American currency, so I'll help you out with that. And in this first set, I am drawing dimes, and a dime has a value of 10 cents. So I was thinking about what loose change means to me and things that I think about with loose change. And one of the things that I think about is how men used to carry their change in their pocket. And a lot of times, especially in the workplace, they would jingle it when they were thinking or bored or just standing around. And I just have vivid memories of that sound of, certain people in the office who had that habit. Now the second round here, these are pennies and they are valued at 1 cent. They're my favorite and kind of were one of the inspirations for this drawing because I really like that copper color. In this case, I think my color turned out to be more bronze, but still it's really a pretty color and I enjoy working with it in a lot of my drawings. Now you can see I'm using my metallic pens here, and depending on how the light hits it, sometimes it's shiny and sometimes it's not. I was hoping when I was drawing this that just the solid colors would be enough and it would be finished when I was finished coloring in all the coins on here. But you'll see later that I changed my mind. Now this round that I just finished coloring, those are nickels and they have a value of 5 cents. The other thing I remember about change a lot is when I was younger, making sure that I always had change with me, so if I ever got in trouble or had an emergency of any kind, I would have change to use for the payphone. Now this outer round, I've been kind of working in coin size, smallest to largest, in the size of the shape, and these large coins are quarters. They're worth 25 cents each. And what I'm doing is I'm putting some pennies, and remember pennies have a value of 1 cent, in between each of these, just because I like the switch off, it looks pretty together and kind of pulls it all together. Now also, if you notice the music on this, I picked this music because honestly it made me think of an old movie, the kind of music you might hear in an old western movie right before a bank heist was going to occur, and I thought that went with our loose change theme appropriately. Now as you can see, I decided not to leave them plain. Each one of these is getting I guess a mini mandala, or in some cases more of a Zentangle design in it. And what's interesting about this is, like I said, when it's really shiny, you can't even see those designs on there. And so we'll see that in some of the pictures later on, how the designs sometimes show and sometimes don't. I ended up having to turn off the lights in order to get a good picture of all the designs together. So just for review, the center coins are dimes, they're 10 cents. This coppery round is pennies, they are worth 1 cent. If you're enjoying this video, I sure would appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. That lets YouTube know you're enjoying it and they'll share it with more people. Then this next round is nickels, they're worth 5 cents, and that outside round is quarters and they are worth 25 cents. So if you want to play along and add that up and tell me what you think the value of this mandala is in real coins, I'll let you know the answer in just a minute. I decided to keep the design exactly the same for all of these outer pennies, and one of my kids told me it looks like basketballs, but we're going to pretend that it does not look like basketballs. It's just an interesting graphic design, and we are almost finished drawing these. And how much money do you think is there? Well, if you added up all of those coins, you would have $5.98 or 598 cents. So I really appreciate you watching today. YouTube's going to show you a video on the left and a playlist on the right. I hope you'll choose one, and I'll see you again soon.